What's going on, everybody? Going Yooper here. And guess what? There's another person doing an awesome giveaway, and that person is Aldo from Dark Science Reptiles. Great channel, great guy, very informative, always has a lot of nice things to say about others, and he's doing a really cool giveaway. Matter of fact, he's got 2 giveaways coming up. He's got one right now, right this minute, which you can win one of his awesome shirts. I love the logo, I love the design, and a bag of Repi Chip. So that's a pretty darn cool giveaway. I don't use Repi Chip or any coconut husk substrate on any of my snakes, but I do want to get some for Biting McGurgan as it holds humidity better. It's going to be summertime here soon, so I just would like to use that myself. So I would definitely like to win this giveaway, and if I'd like to win this giveaway, I'm sure everybody else would like to win this giveaway. So don't waste any time. Go click that link below. I will wait 1 second. Go ahead. If you go click there and subscribe to him, I'll tell you about his other awesome giveaway. I'm giving you a few seconds here. This is what this is. Waiting. Okay, so by now you should have paused this, gone to subscribe to him, and get your chance to win that awesome giveaway. But he has another giveaway coming up shortly after. I believe he's going to announce it this weekend. That's a 2,000 subscriber giveaway, where he will be giving away a really cool snake. Now, I don't know what kind of snake it is or what morph it is, but he said it was cool, and I believe him because he's a cool guy and he knows cool, right? So definitely go over there, subscribe to him. Now, he does a lot of live stuff and regular videos. He's got a great channel. He truly does. I really like what he does for sure. He's definitely a channel that I watch. But we were talking last night in his live stream that he was doing about how he's afraid of water, and mainly like water where he can't really see the bottom of, or just he doesn't like being in open water. And myself being from Florida, I've swam in shark-infested waters, alligator-infested waters, water moccasin-infested waters. I've swam in some really crappy places. Never really was scared. I mean, I was jumping off a boat, you know, Baywatch style, as it was flying along in the middle of a tarpon tournament in Boca Grande, Hammerhead Central. I mean, 14-foot hammerheads in here. I'm not even joking. Thousands of them, not hundreds, thousands of them, especially during these tarpon runs. So I'd jump off the boat swimming there in the middle of the tournaments. Like, there'd be hundreds of boats all around, and we'd be zipping through, being a punk kid, diving off the back of the boat. And quick story, shortly after diving off the back of the boat, we decided to get in the middle of the fishing and do some fishing for tarpon ourselves. And I didn't really have any idea there was like that many hammerhead. Now, people were yelling at us the whole time, but I thought they were yelling at us like, yo, you're ruining our fishing, our tournament here. You know, that's what I thought they were yelling. But they were really yelling is, yo, there's man-eating sharks here. Don't do that. So, I may have even told the story before, but buddy of mine hooked a tarpon. He's reeling it, and tarpon huge. Tarpon are bigger than me, and they're huge, you know, for a fish. And they're not something you just reel in, grab, and pull out. That's it. It takes a while. So I take over reeling, and finally I get it, and I can see half of the fish coming out from underneath the boat that I'm pulling out. And all of a sudden, just the head this big, and gills, comes loose, and it all bit right in half, and something came up, nailed it, and swam off. It was a hammerhead, huge. And just minutes before, 30, 40 minutes before, we were diving and jumping off the boat right there. Craziness. But that isn't the story I want to tell you. It reminded me with his live stream last night talking about that, about the one time that I was afraid. And that was, there's this little island off of Port Charlotte Beach. And to get to this island, you got to take a raft, a boat, something, across 3 open channels. It's about 100 yards, maybe 150 yards. Sorry about that. About 150 yards, and through these channels that go out to different waterways that go out in through Port Charlotte area, and it empties out where we were at Port Charlotte Beach. And right off to the side of that was kind of a little bit of grass marsh type, not a marsh, but kind of like a grassy area, water, or, you know, I don't know, seagrass, I don't know, but a lot of sharks would go in there a lot of like lemon sharks and stuff like that, and bull sharks would go in there and have their young, because it was kind of a little bit more shallow. It was a little safer place for their young to kind of grow up. And in those channels, a lot of people fished all the time. It was just a very heavy shark populated area from Florida. Never any attacks, shark attacks or anything like that, went on, but I mean, they could if the opportunity arose. Port Charlotte Beach had a lot of minerals from the plants in the water and stuff. So the water is kind of a little bit darker, like a tea, That's why it wasn't really a popular beach for people to swim at, because of the water. It didn't smell funny, it wasn't bad or anything else. It just had like a very brownish tint to it from all the plant life and things like that. So it wasn't like a beach where a lot of people went swimming at. They mainly would go out there and get some sun and, ankle deep water. They actually even had a big giant pool, swimming pool right there, because most people didn't swim in the water right there. And maybe because of sharks, I don't know. But not a lot of people swam there, so there wasn't really ever any incidences. But, yeah, let me continue the story inside. So anyway, they had this little spot on that island where people would go and kind of hang out and party at night. So I'm about 15 years old, 16 years old. I think I was 16. Yeah, I was 16 because I drove there. I was 16 years old, and a bunch of people went over there to hang out on the island and party. Now, I'd never been a drinker or anything like that, but I still like to go and hang out, you know what I mean? And so we all went over there, and we went over there on, it's called a fun island. You blow it up. It's a big round island type deal. And that's what we took over there. And it was light. It was daylight. It was daytime when we went over. And we went over there, and we're all hanging out and partying and everything and having a great time. And it got time that, okay, it's getting late, we gotta go. And a lot of people have already left. So they just, already left. So there was only like a couple of us there. Well, we get out there, and somebody took the fun island when they went back. So there's no rafts, no nothing for us to get back on. And there's 3 of us. Well, I had to get home. And I wasn't too terribly worried to start with. And then, so the other people were like, look, we're not swimming. We're stay here for the night. We're not swimming. And I'm like, well, I got to get going, so I'm going for it. So I start getting in the water. I get up to my waist, and it drops off significantly, about 10 yards out from the beach part, because there's one of the 3 channels that go through there, deep channels. They're sailboat channels, so they're pretty deep. And as I'm making and there's also alligators in this part of the water too. This Port Charlotte Beach, Charlotte Harbor, is kind of brackish water. It's a little bit on the saltier side, but it is still brackish, and alligators do come down that far from upriver in the Peace River. And as I'm going out there, I started thinking about the gators, because I wasn't thinking about them when I first started getting in the water, because I was just thinking about, there might be some sharks and stuff, no big deal, it should be alright. But I started thinking about the gators because I remember just, about a month before, there was a huge gator just on the other side of the beach. It was quite a few hundred yards away, but it's on the other side of the beach, and if he was there, he could easily be here, and this would be a perfect spot for him because there's a lot more fish, it's a deep channel, And that's what I started thinking about, and I was like, yeah, he could easily be here. And by this point, I'm already taking strokes swimming, and all of a sudden, I hear a little bit of a splash, kind of far away, and I was like, ugh, what the heck is that? And I'm swimming some more, and the moonlight's coming down, so I can see across the top of the water pretty clearly, actually really nicely. There was a great contrast to where I could see if there was anything in the water. And way off in the distance, I see a fin come up, a fin go down, kind of coming in my direction, but pretty far away. But in my mind, I'm looking at it going, okay, so it's that far away, and it's this far away to shore to where I need to go. Yeah, that is closer than where I have to go, and this is a shark, and I'm a stupid person, so it could get to me before I could get to shore. I'm pretty sure of that. So I'm swimming pretty hard at this point, and I keep looking over there, and I see it again, and I'm like, I'm like, it's getting close. I think it was a lot closer. I mean, it filled half the distance between me and where it originally was in just probably 5 or 6 strokes, me swimming. And I'm like, yeah, this is bad. So I'm swimming really hard now, but I'm watching over there at the same time. And because of that, instead of swimming a straight line to the beach, I end up swimming this way. So now I'm swimming along the beach instead of at the beach because I'm too worried about looking over there, which is taking me more time. And as I'm looking over there, I see a fin come up, a fin go down, a fin over here go up, a fin go down, and I'm like, I'm going to die. This is where I die. This is where people find my foot and have to do a bunch of things to figure out who that foot belongs to. This is going to be it. I correct myself, start swimming to shore. I just get to where I can start touching. Fin comes up probably 20 feet from me. And I can see the moon's out. I can see it crystal clear. And it was cobia. Cobia are like a tarpon, and they roll. You know what I mean? But they got big fins, and at night in the dark, you can't really tell. It looked like a shark fin to me. So that's about as scared as I've ever been in the water at night. The whole time from shore, too, I forgot to add this, the whole time from the island shore, my friends are yelling, "Oh my God, dude, shark, it's a shark." Now, they were just playing around, but that played into it. So it was pretty scary. So hearing Dark Science Aldo talk about that last night reminded me of that story, so I just thought I'd share it with you all. So let's just go check and see if we still have a lock with my killer pied or not. Yep, so these two are still locked up. Wow, dude, you are a stud. He's a stud. So yeah, looks like he's doing his job. And you're earning your food, buddy. Yes, you are. It's nice to see them still locked up. What else? So next to go is my female 100% het. My camera's all twisted. Female 100% het for pied. I want to get a few more meals in her, so I'm probably going to get 3 or 4 more meals in her and let her pack on just a couple more pounds because she's at 1538, and I don't have an exact hatch date when she was born, but I do know she had a clutch last season, so I'm sure she's over 3 years old, but at the same time, and she doesn't look skinny or anything else. She doesn't look sucked in like she just had a clutch of eggs. But I want to get her as healthy as possible before I breed her. So, just going to get a few more meals in her just to make me feel good. Not necessary, but for me, I'd prefer it. Yeah, so eggs are doing good. My room's so messy. We came in here last night and did a bunch of little things, and I've left it a mess, so I got to clean that today. But eggs are doing good. I know you really can't see them in there too well, but they're all doing well so far. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so end of June, sometime close to the end of June, I should have some little babies, which I'm really excited about. So yeah. Alright everybody, I'm going to end this video because like I said, I got to pick this whole room up. I've left it such a mess. And actually get ready to bring David his snakes back here a little bit later this afternoon. So my hands are full a little bit. I hope you enjoyed that story. I really enjoy you guys. I love having you guys comment on my videos, and I love chatting with you. It's just awesome. Definitely go check out Aldo Dark Science Reptiles. Great guy. Check out all the links below too. I got a lot of great channels down there. If you haven't seen any of their videos or you're not subscribed to them, just go through the list. If you're not subscribed to them, go subscribe to them. All great people. Alright, I'm out of here. I hope you all had a great day. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell, let you know I upload a video. And as always, I love you all. See me, bye.